And let's just give a humongous shout out to Crutchlow. Behind Cal Crutchlow, he might not stay like this at the back end of this session, but as it stands right now, Cal Crutchlow is ahead of Fabio Quartararo, the previous all-time lap record holder here at Silverstone. He's ahead of double winner here in 2024, Enea Bastianini, who won the Sprint and Grand Prix here a couple of years ago. He's ahead of Brad Binder. He's ahead of Diogo Moreira. Oh, Bagnaia's crashed. Pecco Bagnaia then, well, he's really in the danger zone now, isn't he?
Session over that.
He is right in the danger zone. He's gone down at turn 6. That's into Brooklands, is it yet? We're going to see him trail braking into 6 at the end of the Wellington Straight. Oh, that Ducati's not settled at all, is it? The front was never settled. Right from the moment he started tipping it in there, it was just... You could see the chatter, and down he went. Now, how costly could this crash prove to be for Bagnaia? He is in Q2 at the moment by the skin of his teeth. He's only 0.03 of a second clear of Mir, who's sitting in 11th place. But that is session over for Bagnaia, no question about that. Now, he's just going to be hoping and praying that he can hang on to that 10th place.
And who are the riders who might well threaten him? Mir 11th, Morbidelli 12th, then we've got Marini, Rins. Crutchlow would be heroic, beyond heroic, if he can get into Q2 today. He's 15th, then we've got Quartararo and Bastianini next up. Those are the sort of riders that Pecco Bagnaia and those that support him will be nervously looking at on the timing screens in the remaining 4 minutes.
This is one of the toughest tracks to conquer on the Grand Prix calendar. Super fast, high-speed change direction, hard brake, and there is Cal Crutchlow at the ripe old age of 40, 1.3 seconds behind Iagura. I just thought in my head, so it sounded like we may have had another fight. Pedro Acosta, second time then on this opening day at the British Grand Prix. Turn 15 this morning, turn 4 this afternoon then. That's caught out Acosta. He's not a given that he's going to go into Q2 as well, down on the tail end of the top 10 in 8th place.
Turn 4 is the loop, and that's about as slow a crash as you can have. There aren't many slow crashes around Silverstone, but Pedro Acosta has managed to have one. You're looking at it top left of your screens through the tight left-hander, first gear, around about 75 kilometres an hour, and the front end has already gone, and the end of Pedro Acosta's session with it. So the rider's in 8th and 10th at the moment, unless Acosta can get his bike going again, which in fact he has. He has just come through the first sector. They're not in really much of a position to defend their places in the top 10.
What we had so far today, 4 crashes, 3 have been from the factory KTM team, 2 for Acosta, 1 for Binder. At the moment, nobody troubling Agura's 56.810. which would be another massive shot in the arm for the Japanese rider going into Sprint Saturday here tomorrow. Here is Alex Marquez. Don't think Alex's place in the top 10 is under any great threat. He's currently in 6th place. Let's see where this lap might take Alex. He's got Jack Miller for coming. Alex goes to 3rd. Miller does pick up 1 place then up into 8th. So that's pushed Acosta back to 9th. Yeah. But Bagnaia is still hanging on.
Yeah, and here comes Mir. I don't think he's going to hang on for much longer. Mir takes 5th. He goes up ahead of Bezzecchi, Fernandez and Martin on their Aprilias. And that does push Pecco Bagnaia as Mir's very nearly off the bike on the way into Abbey. But he is into the top 10 now.
Halfway through Sector 3, and look at Raul Fernandez on the charge. Raul on the prowl here, isn't he? As he goes through Maggots and Beckett's. He does not want Agura stealing all the headlines here on Practice Friday at the British Grand Prix. Marc Marquez also looking in great nick on his current lap. Out of Chapel we go then. The Trackhouse Aprilia looking really stable on the power there for Fernandez. He's got a 1/4 of a second in his pocket here then in this inter-team duel with Agura.
Moreira's just improved himself to 13th, but Acosta at the moment grimly hanging on to P10. Raul Fernandez then makes his way into Vale Corner. We've already seen the first 156 in MotoGP history. That might not even be quick enough for Iagura to take top spot. And this inter-team rivalry, which is very much a healthy rivalry at Trackhouse, is going to take them to a 1-2 on Friday. Fernandez a 56.6. He's 2/10 clear of his teammate.
Oh, Trackhouse Aprilia are in dreamland. They can't quite believe what they're witnessing, can they? Raul Fernandez, a 56.615. Coming into this British Grand Prix, the all-time lap record was a 157.233, which has been decimated. It has been destroyed by the Trackhouse Aprilias in particular. Marc Marquez does improve. Marc almost the 4th rider in the 56s. Will the honour now go to Marco Bezzecchi, who's currently circulating in 7th place? This is estimated P1 for Marco Bezzecchi. Now he attacks through the 3rd gear sweep through Maggots and Beckett's.
And push has come to shove in this practice session. It's Aprilia who are stretching clear of Ducati, it feels like, at the moment, because Fernandez has got a 2/10 on Agura, and Gian Antonio, who's the first of the Ducatis, is 3.5 tenths back of Raul Fernandez. Bezzecchi then is into the final sector, with Martin going quickly behind him too. Aprilia might lock out the top 4 in this session yet.
Talked about that, what a shot in the arm that 56.8 would be for Agura. What a shot in the recovering arm this would be for Bezzecchi. He has been through so much, through all of the trials and tribulations of injury and controversy and mistakes galore over the last few weeks. But what a return to action this could be for Bez, showing his true mettle, showing his true character here. That is unbelievable. That is incredible. Marco Bezzecchi, what a lap. He has just delivered something extraordinary here. We do have an Aprilia briefly lock out of the top 4. Fabio Di Gianantonio just spoils that particular party as he fires in a late 56.678. But Marco Bezzecchi, that's the way you bounce back from adversity. That's the way you silence your critics. That's the way you show you are still right in the mix for this World Championship. What a return to action. He has just put in a lap time, which is almost a second. There you can see on your screens, almost a second inside the 2025 all-time lap record. Bez with an absolute belter.
And Aprilia with a major statement on this practice Friday at Silverstone. 1, 2, 4 and 5. Agura's amazing lap earlier on ends up half second adrift in 5th. That's how strong the pace was at the end, and